Hi everyone, thank you for supporting my channel. I hope today is fantastic for everyone. Would you kindly hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up before it starts? At TELB Evolution 2025, Naomi stunned everyone by winning the Women's World title. She will now defend her title in a triple threat match at SummerSlam 2025 against Io and Rhea Ripley. Naomi celebrated her victory in the main event of the all-women's premium live event by opening the WWE Raw episode that followed Evolution. After a furious argument between the three of them, Rhea Ripley interrupted her. "And I stayed." The three will face off in a triple threat bout at TUW SummerSlam, according to General Manager Adam Purr. On this week's episode of WWE Raw, fans witnessed a backstage reunion of damaged TTRL, when Kairi Sane Asuka and Asuka had a brief encounter. Despite the fact that the odds are stacked against the champion retaining her title if two adored stars turn heel, but there was something mysterious about the Kabuki Warriors. In what may have been a deliberate taunt, they wished Saskia luck in her battle against her buddy Rhea Ripley. The fact that their old stable decided to go in a different direction and won the Women's World Championship without their assistance may have made them feel awful. If so, during their bout at SummerSlam, the Kabuki Warriors might turn heel and attack Rhea Ripley as well as IoT stay. Naomi would be able to keep the title with little difficulty as a result. It should be mentioned that this scenario is merely conjecture at this time and nothing is definite, even though it might come to pass based on the clues fans saw on WWE Raw. At SummerSlam, the Women's World Champion will face off in what is likely to be the most challenging match of her career. Io Sky, who received a lot of attention for her outstanding work at Evolution, is a natural babyface given the quality of her two opponents, like she did at TELU WrestleMania 41 when she defeated Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley in a triple threat match. She could actually overcome the odds. On the other hand, Mommy is one of the most popular wrestlers in the organization today who may annihilate her opponents at the greatest celebration of the summer. In 2 weeks, Naomi will probably need both brains and bronze to keep her championship. Naomi is one of the WWE roster's most talked about champions going into SummerSlam, and everyone is watching to see if she can leave with her title intact. As there are reports of significant twists and spectacular heel changes, the fact that her victory might depend on a seismic change in the WBE world adds even more intrigue to her duel. The surprising comebacks of two well-known celebrities who might support her and completely alter the women's division. Naomi's championship retention isn't the only uncertainty as WWE prepares for one of its biggest shows of the year. It's the extent to which WWE will go in order to create a stir and create a buzz that has the potential to completely transform SummerSlam 2025. Naomi has had an absolutely captivating road to SummerSlam. She has reminded both fans and detractors why she is still one of the most exciting performers on the roster by carrying herself with flair and confidence since rejoining WWE and winning the title. Against some of the toughest women in WWE, Naomi has successfully defended her title thanks to her impressive athleticism and attention-grabbing personality. But now she's facing her hardest test yet and probably the biggest twist of her championship reign so far. Following a mysterious backstage scene on Raw in which two WBB superstars, both of whom had previously been babyfaces, were spotted whispering to Naomi, rumors started to circulate. Only a small portion of the encounter was captured on camera, but it was enough to fuel intense conjecture. These women were who? For what reason did they converse with Naomi? More significantly, how does this affect the SummerSlam Champions match? According to insider sources, WWE has been covertly preparing a significant heel turn involving two well-known female celebrities, possibly pairing them with Naomi in a daring, imaginative move that would change the division's dynamics. The potential is intriguing. Naomi's championship reign might be immediately elevated to a new level if WWE decides to pursue this plot. Naomi might be able to team up with two recently turned heels and receive the protection, strength, and depth of narrative that champions like Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins have enjoyed. A faction-style supremacy that has been mostly lacking in the women's division in recent months would also become possible. Consider it a new age lineage, but with Naomi at its core, who has shown she has the presence and leadership skills to head such a group. Who might these two superstars be? Though, rumors from behind the scenes indicate that Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill are the frontrunners. In the past, both ladies have had complex connections with Naomi. Both have encountered creative crossroads in recent months, sometimes as rivals and other times as allies. Bianca Belair, once the epitome of perseverance and positivity, has started to exhibit fractures in her character. She has been driven toward a darker path by her frequent setbacks, title shots that have eluded her, and fans' demands for more edge. While many believe Jade Cargill has been underutilized since WrestleMania, she joined WWE with great hype and has already experienced success. Both women turn on their heels, in addition to giving their characters new life. Aligning them with Naomi would startle the whole women's roster. If this situation materializes at SummerSlam, Naomi might be able to hold onto her title not only through skill but also through clever strategy. Picture her in the closing seconds of a fierce battle, appearing about to lose. Any contender, like Bayley, Io Sky, or even Liv Morgan, is close to winning, only to be caught off guard by an unexpected treachery. As Bianca Belair storms the arena and mercilessly attacks the challenger, the crowd erupts in shock. Jade Cargill jumps in a little later, solidifying the heel turn and helping Naomi win. With their union cemented in controversy and dominance, the three women stood together in the ring, enjoying the crowd's alcohol. This would be a long-term storytelling masterstroke. Naomi would now be the focal point of a formidable trio that could dominate the division rather than just being a lone champion. In addition to creating a plethora of new matchups and rivalries, Bianca and Jade's heel turn would create discussion on social media and in the wrestling community. The WWE has a wealth of main event level women's stories that could be inserted into feuds with the new heel trio, including Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, Roxanne Perez, and even Rhea Ripley upon her comeback. Additionally, it fits very well with the broader trend of WWE morals being hazy. Fans have noticed an increase in nuanced personalities, faces that don't mind breaking the rules, and heels with likable motivations during the previous 12 months. If Bianca and Jade turn heel, their behavior may be explained by ambition, frustration, and a feeling that their ability has been underappreciated. One could argue that they are taking charge of their careers by aligning with Naomi, establishing a group that doesn't wait for opportunities to be presented to them. Instead, they demand respect. Such multi-layered storytelling can encourage sustained fan commitment and strikes a deep chord with contemporary audiences. Another significant aspect of such an alliance is its symbolism. It would be a historic moment for the WWE if three black female superstars formed a dominating villainous faction. Representation is important, even though WWE has advanced significantly in recent years. This kind of alignment, which would show three extraordinarily gifted women standing together as the main event rather than as supporting characters, would send a strong message of unity and dominance. With the trail likely to sell goods, generate media attention, and develop into a major plot point for Raw and SmackDown, it would also be a wise business move. SummerSlam presents Lou with a fantastic opportunity. They might embrace the turbulence and provide a swerve that sparks conversations for months instead of playing it safe. One of the most stunning events of the year would be Naomi's title retention, which was made possible by the heel turn of two of WWE's most well-liked superstars. Additionally, it would pave the way for future faction conflicts, Survivor Series battles, and a potential collapse that would result in even more significant conflicts in the future. WWE would be smart to take advantage of the countless storyline opportunities. One could also argue that Naomi requires this kind of twist to maintain the intrigue of her reign. Every champion eventually reaches a point where they need to add new layers to stay fresh. No matter how amazing they have been in the ring, she gains a new voice and intrigue and unpredictability from a heel alliance. Naomi might make more forceful promotions, set rules for the division, and reinterpret what it means to be a champion in this day and age. She could become the focal point of the women's division, both in action and narrative, with the correct creative guidance. Turning well-known celebrities like Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill heel may make some fans nervous, but that's precisely why the move would be successful. The great thing about wrestling is its shock value, because they were unexpected. The moments when Bayley first attacked Sasha Banks, Seth Rollins betrayed the Shield, and Hulk Hogan joined the New were all memorable.